Welcome to the Jill on Money Call of the Week. We are presented by Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Okay, so this is the episode that we drop in order to figure out how we can get you on the right path in your financial life. Now, many of you, I just want to say this clearly, are already on a great path. We just might be a good call to make sure you're doing what you should be doing. Or if you feel completely overwhelmed by any of this, we want to help you out. So all you have to do is send us an email. The email address, askjill@jillonmoney.com. askjill@jillonmoney.com. That is what Stacy did. She is calling us from Indiana. Hello, Stacy. How can we help you out?
Hi, Jill. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
So my question is that I'm on the path to fire, if you will. So I'm saving pretty aggressively, but I also want to make sure that I might have flexibility to make a career change in the future if I might want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so my question is really, am I saving in the right places? And particularly, I'm using a mega backdoor Roth IRA. I know that's a lot of jargon, but I'm wondering maybe I should slow down in using that vehicle because maybe it's not as flexible as I'd like.
Okay, great. So, Stacy, tell us a little bit about yourself. How old are you?
I'm 36 years old.
Okay.
I'm single. I'm employed at a big corporation. No kids. I own my home. And, I could give you a rundown on my finances, too, if that would be helpful.
How much do you earn?
So I earn about $225,000.
Great. And I presume, so you're putting money into a retirement account through your big company, yes?
Right.
Pre-tax or Roth?
I'm doing pre-tax for that.
So you're putting in 19 grand for that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you also mentioned your backdoor Roth. How much are you putting into that annually?
Yeah, so I do both the regular backdoor Roth, which is, $6,000, and then I do the mega backdoor through my employer, which I can do $22,000.
Wow. So you're putting a lot of money away. I get. Okay. What else? You said you own your home. How much is your house worth?
It is worth about $350,000.
Mortgage outstanding?
Yes, it's $230,000.
Okay, great. How much money have you saved already in all of these retirement accounts? Just a general amount.
So I have $300,000 in my pre-tax 401k, and I have $150,000 in my Roth IRA.
Okay, great. Any other saving? Do you have just a savings account for your emergency reserve fund?
I have an emergency reserve fund of about $25,000.
Perfect. Anything else that you are putting money into that I should know about?
Yeah, I am able to save a little bit into taxable investment accounts, and that's really recently that I've been able to start doing that. So they aren't as large, and that's where I'm wondering maybe I should focus on those a bit more because right now I have taxable investments in total of about $35,000.
In general, as you look ahead, you are young, but what's the goal when you think like I'm on the path to the FIRE movement? So you said two different things. One is like, do you want to be really out, quit, done by a certain time, or is it that you just want to be able to have flexibility to do something more, I don't know, fulfilling in your life in terms of work?
I think I first started thinking about the retirement aspect, so that got me saving really aggressively into the retirement accounts. But I think more recently, my thoughts are that it's to have the flexibility to make a career change. And I'm not exactly sure when that might happen. It could be just a couple of years from now, or, maybe it'd be more like 10 years from now.
Right. And you're not partnered, right? You said single, so there's no partner. It's just you on your own. How about family members that you might have to worry about, take care of, anything like that that's floating around?
I have my father who he's in a decent financial position, and thank goodness he has a long-term care insurance policy too. So if things really went awry, he has that. Yeah,
I got it. Can you talk me through the mega Roth contribution and how that works right now?
Yeah. So I make after-tax contributions to my 401k plan, And then once a year, the employer lets you take it out and you can transfer it to a Roth IRA. I've, paid taxes on the majority of it, but maybe there's a small amount of gain that accrues during the year while it's invested still in the 401k plan.
Right.
And so I have to maybe pay a little bit of taxes when I make that move, but that lets me put about $22,000 extra per year into a Roth IRA, which is kind of a special thing. Not many employers have that structure.
No, it's awesome. First of all, you're amazing. Let me stop. Mark, ring the bell. She's amazing. Stacy, you are doing a phenomenal job of saving money. I look at you, and I'm sort of eyeballing you in the, I guess 32% tax bracket. You're not in a low tax bracket, but 32 is not terrible, okay? And you're not getting a tax benefit by doing the mega Roth right this second. So I guess what I'm wondering is this. If you want to keep doing it, you don't have to put in as much money, right? You could pull it back some because you're putting a lot of money away for retirement. Some of that money you could access, but I'm worried that if 5 years from now you're sitting on $600,000 and you really want to do something a little bit different and you'd like to say, I don't want to make 225, I can make 125 and have something really fantastic. You've got this great base, you could do it, but you want to maybe have a little extra, cushion. So I think that you should boost the taxable account. And maybe instead of $22,000 a year in the mega Roth, you do half of that. Maybe you do 11. Yeah. And then you take the other piece and you put it into the taxable. And then you said you've just started to be putting more money in the taxable. About how much have you found that you could put in the after-tax savings at this point?
I think per year, continuing with the 22 and the mega backdoor, I would say it's about 25 I was able to put into the taxable every year. So it could become 35.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking. So maybe pull back the mega, put the $35,000 a year in the taxable. The only thing that's a pain in the neck about the taxable that you're not used to with your other assets is that you do have to pay attention to tax liability in that, right? That what is it generating? In your Roth accounts, where are they held right now?
At Charles Schwab.
Okay, so you know that you can go to Schwab and you're going to just use some index funds. But now that this is a taxable account, be mindful that every time you make a change, there could be a tax liability. Are you putting the money in based on a bonus or just on a monthly basis?
Largely bonus.
Okay.
And then a little bit on a monthly basis, but the predominant amount is bonus.
Okay, what's great about that is that you don't have to be making ongoing rebalancing changes to the portfolio. You could simply say that once a year, I'm going to use the new money that goes in to rebalance the portfolio. And that will make it more tax efficient for you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm an old fart who loves the FIRE movement. I just think these kinds of stories are really amazing. And you are buying yourself terrific opportunities. So I think that if we drive down the cost of investing and then just as a tiny little shift that we're making here, and just saying, okay, well, now I'm just going to add a little bit more to my taxable because I've kicked ass on my saving for retirement already. You could be a little less tax efficient in a taxable account, right? But it gives you the flexibility. And that's what I think you're seeking here.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think originally my plan was to try to reach full retirement, and I was trying to optimize the retirement accounts, but the flexibility to be able to make a career change, the taxable seems better for that.
I have to say that the more and more that I talk to people who are doing or adopting some of the practices of the FIRE movement, very few that I meet actually want to fully retire when they're 40 or 50. What they are saying is just what you said, I want flexibility. And that to me is golden. And that's what you're doing. You're buying opportunity and you're buying flexibility. Good for you. I'm completely enamored with the folks like you who are doing this. So congratulations. You're really inspirational. So thanks for calling the program.
Great. Thanks so much, Jill.
All right. Take care. Okay, that's the call of the week. If you have a financial question, just give us a holler. Send an email to askjill@jillonmoney.com or go to the website, jillonmoney.com. You can click the Contact Us button right there. Oh, by the way, while you're there, sign up for our free newsletter. It's free. Why not? We drop new episodes of Jill on Money every Tuesday and Thursday, and you can download the show anywhere that you get your podcasts. Apple, Google Play, radio.com, Stitcher, wherever. Our music is composed by Joel Goodman. Mark Talercio is our executive producer. We're distributed by Cadence 13, and our show is presented by Marcus by Goldman Sachs. See you next week.